Say hello to the MX24 Studios. We're the prime location for your music video shoots, live productions, TV shows, and more. From state-of-the-art equipment to a very skilled production team, we've got you covered. Step into our modern and spacious studio with a changeable lighting system and foolproof sound. Our touchscreen studio projection monitors come with other features, including Wi-Fi connection, screen mirroring, and a remote workspace mode. Take advantage of our high-quality cameras to shoot in 4K and a variety of the best lighting equipment guaranteed to put life into your sets. Locate us on the first floor of the Silicon House building off the Boundary Road, East Legon. Give us a call on 024-235-5956 or 054-454-8612. You can also email us at info@mx24gh.com.
Every year, hundreds of young people migrate from Ghana's northern regions to commercial cities like Accra and Kumasi. Most of them are girls and women who end up serving as head porters, popularly known as Kayaye.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Oh, I'm ginger this morning. Good morning and welcome to the AM Club. My name is Ohemaa Lawe.
My name is Godwin Namboh. This is ginger. It's not small.
I know, right? I think it's because we're looking so good.
So it's not something that happened.
No, yeah, Fashion Wednesday. I think you're really representing Fashion Wednesday today. That's why.
Well, thanks to ATL for this.
And thanks to
Is it the name I know?
oh God, Seraban GH for this.
Everything
yes.
is Nadu for me. The way you say it's Nadu.
Yeah, so I have like 3 main designers. So Nadu, iRock, Seraban.
Come
and
on.
I have some other ones as
Hustle,
well. But
so
these
you
are
can
like
have
the
3
3
main
designers
Hustle.
for me. So shout out to all of you watching.
I need 3 main designers too, I beg you. Guys, it's midweek, Wednesday the 9th of March 2022, and you're welcome to the AM Club. We're coming to you live from our Silicon Square studios here in East Legon on the Boundary Road.
Yes, it's Ghana Month right here on MX24 TV, and for us right here on the AM Club, we'll be serving you with exclusive Ghanaian content throughout this month.
So, how has yesterday been for you?
Yeah, it was busy. It was busy. So yesterday being International Women's Day, I was a speaker for MasterCard Foundation and Comfort Ghana. So I was actually the only speaker and I didn't know. And it was an event that happened virtually on Zoom. So it was good. It was good, the fact that I was given that platform to, empower young
That's why
women.
you abandoned me. I went to buy the watch.
I know, right? I'm so sorry.
It's good, it's good. It doesn't bring money, so
yes, exactly.
It's all good. It's all good.
It will.
Anyways,
so
guys.
yeah, my day was good, productive.
Good.
What about yours?
Well, it was good too. You know the usual. Finish,
Yeah.
go film, and then go work out a little bit, and then always go.
Okay, cool. I like that. I like
routine.
that.
Anyways, guys, look out for Coffee Daily, our very first segment of the show. We're talking about what's been happening in the world in the last 24 hours.
And in our segment, Lifestyle Daily, which comes after Coffee Daily, today we're going to be discussing Ghanaian etiquette now and then. Back in the days, they had a way of living.
Yeah.
I used to love the way they used to dress, especially the women. I don't know, I love dresses, you know me. Like, I'd rather wear a dress than trousers and with heels. So the way they used to dress, sometimes I'll go through my mom's album back then and I'm like, even my grandma's, and I'm like, I love. And even the men, they used to wear like, the suits all the time, really nice pants.
There was a political suit, I remember how we used to wear those political
I just
suits.
love it. And they had this very classy behavior. I don't know how to explain it, but obviously as time changes, we're still classy. Our generation is still classy, but I think we've left some things behind that we need to go back and pick up.
We are going to have that conversation.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in that. And our hashtag today is Fashion Wednesday. As you can rightly see, we are representing Ghana, and we will be doing Ashanti region. We say styling an Ashanti bride, yes?
Yes, that's what we're doing today, styling an Ashanti. But since this week we are sharing light on the Ashanti region. Last week we shed light on the northern region. This week is Ashanti region. So I'm actually looking forward to that, you know. And I don't know what they are going to do. If they're going to go towards the more modern look, which is like the normal kente, cover and slate, or the traditional way with the golden beads and
all that.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm really excited about that. So stay tuned for that. And on the plug, we'll be having a little chit chat with Curl Songs. Yay!
Curl Songs. Oh, that's I remember his song with the late Ebony.
Yes, and he has a song with I think the song that I know is Snapchat with Medical.
Oh.
Yeah, it's quite good.
So we're going to have a conversation with Curl Songs much later in the show. But guys, we'd like to hear from you, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? Connect with us now. Phone lines. Our WhatsApp line is very active. Join us also on social media using the hashtag the AM Club on all our social media handles at MX24GH. We are also on YouTube at MX24GH.
Yes, and like Godwin rightfully said, you can reach us via our WhatsApp number on 0550-331-511. Send in your comments, your voice notes, or video reactions to all the stories that we cover right here on the show. Today we have a lot to talk about on Coffee Daily, so I'm really excited about that. And of course for Lifestyle Daily as well, I definitely want to know what your thoughts and opinions are on that subject.
Also, our Goodness Moment segment, as we always have it during the show, is still on. You can nominate a person out there or a group of people who are doing amazingly well for themselves and the community. Tell us why you think we should call them, reach out to them, and give them our beautiful gifts from Malta Guinness and celebrate them a little, okay? So send your names, your contacts to our WhatsApp line 055-033-1511. And
it's now time for hashtag My Daily Days of Him, like somebody would say it, MDDV. Hey, my MDDV.
No, he said DDOV.
Yes,
yesterday.
Yes, my DDOV. Yeah, that was it. Wow.
Dope.
Anyways,
Dope.
That was so dope. But anyways, send what inspires you. It's International Women's Month. To be honest, the month of March is International Women's Month.
We have given it to you.
Yes, thank you. And it's also Ghana Month. So add all of that to your daily dose of Vim. Send it to our WhatsApp number on 0550-331-511, and I'll make sure to read it right here on the show. Add your name and where you're sending it from as well. Okay? Don't forget that.
You have a daily dose of Vim?
Today, my daily dose of Vim is always make sure that you don't limit yourself based on your abilities, your current abilities. So one thing that I always like to do is always to push myself to do things that scares me a little bit. So, you know, for example, when I was starting the media, I was like, oh my God, would I be able to do this? Would I be able to read the news live? I didn't know how to pronounce local towns and names and all of that. So, but it was the drive to push myself to do something that I'm not used to that I think kept me going. And you learn so much by doing that, you know. So always, you know, push yourself beyond your limits and don't look at your current situation and, you know, say, oh, do you know what, I can't do it. Go ahead and do it, you know, so.
My DDOV right there for you. Send yours. We're waiting. Anyways, here is our daily dose of Vim for you. It's Yeko by Yeko Ana Yeko. Yeko. We're fighting by Ochame Kwame featuring Kwame Music.
Yeko
Ana Yeko.
Let's watch.
Kwame Eugene is coming here today. Yes! Yeah! Let's go! Oh, yeah. Where this guy? Now 2 bottles and 1 ounce. Kwame Eugene. Yankee free Kotia, now you want game. Kaye Chestica, Yaya Chenu, say I'm Bogampa, Yani, pay. They won't come higher. They need a sponsor. I didn't answer. They won't come higher. They need a sponsor. I didn't answer. And then put on your fridge. Hey, my you, Rachel Bossy, young Kusham for Bridget. Drill it. We are Empire Grilly. Empty pocket, send a wash, and Joe bottom back feeling. Yaku, watch me don't come freckle. What them Bissaka, you cook, let's can shut out 5 seconds. You won't answer. A super so bad answer. In your young, come on, so country. When you man, I had to eat in the city. Miss Little Hoy and Kia. We have the Sasu baby gun and Tia, consent. Yeah, I said I can after that, the room garment said, they make us higher, believe me. Scratch it, ledge it, matches, fash it, what I can't get free, cause yeah, now you want to Kaya Chestica, Yaya Chenu, say I'm Bogampa, Yanni, yeah, the walk down my and he just one side. I did not side. The walk down my and he just one side. I did not side.
Rockstar made it. Rockstar made it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and that was Ochiame Kwame featuring Kwame Eugene with Yeku. And this is still the AM Club Live on MX24, where we bring you lots of fun, fearless, and factual content. It's now time for me to read some of your DDOVs, okay? So let me head straight to my WhatsApp page and read some of your daily dose of vim. So this person said, ask more questions, don't jump into conclusions. And I totally agree. Assumptions are the killers of men. Literally, do not assume, do not think you know. Ask questions. There's no wrong in asking questions. Literally, do that and you would learn so much more than you think you already know. And this is by EKQ Prime. You guys are perfect just the way you are. Thank you so much, EKQ Prime. Hashtag DAM Club. This person said, good morning to you guys. You look amazing this morning. My daily dose of vim is I fight and I conquer my fears in order to succeed every battle, because what I want is inevitably on the other side of fear. Oh, I really do like that. And this is by Nyamiche Michael in Sampa. Oh, I like that. I really do like that. So my daily dose of vim is keep working hard. One day it's going to be your sunny day. Absolutely. Listen, you guys are making my morning this morning. Anyways, good morning. I love you guys so much. Please keep up the good work. Edma, please, I want your hair. Hey, this is by Slade by VGH on Instagram. Slade by VGH on Instagram. Okay, so she always hooks me up with all my wigs. So yeah, don't worry. Pass by the closets. I'll have something for you, okay? And this is Claudia watching you live from North Canation. Claudia, mwah, thank you, okay? This person said, oh, nice outfits, you two. I love it. Edma and Godwin, hashtag DAM Club. Next time, add your DDOV, your daily dose of vim, okay? So hashtag DAM Club. Good morning, with loads of sunshine emojis. Hi, Edma and Godwin. My daily dose of vim is every success requires sacrifices. So be desperate and go for your goal. I'm Ishmael watching you live from Lome, and whoa, you guys are looking so Africanite. Is that a word? I like it. Africanite. Okay. God bless you. Thank you so much, Ismail, for sending us your DDOV. Okay. So, good morning, guys. My name is Habiba from Accra. My DDOV of the day is, if you fear losing, you can't win. Absolutely. People think losing is a bad thing. Yes, it can be in some situations, but trust me, you learn so much when you lose, and it's also an opportunity for you to do better and learn from your mistakes so that you don't repeat the same mistakes. Life without mistakes, I mean, how are you supposed to gain experience? Okay, so guys, thank you so much for sending it. Okay, let me read one more just because. Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Please play Billionaire by Tenny. This song keeps me motivated. I'm Gloria Nyako Anobil from Agona Sredru. I hope I pronounced that right. But thank you very much, Gloria, for sending in your daily dose of Vim. Thank you guys for also sending in your daily dose of Vim. It's now time for us to move straight to Coffee Daily, where we recap the biggest trending stories in the last 24 hours. But before we get into it, and I'm going to be saying this whole month, so get ready for it, MX24 brings you a month filled with Ghanaian tradition, food, music, dance, and much more of our culture. So we bring you Ghana Month on MX24 TV, online and on your TV screen. So discover thriving entrepreneurial Ghanaian businesses on Spotlight with Nyong Fallon. Make a date on News Night for insightful discussions on our historians. And of course, watch the AM Club every single day for all the exciting Ghanaian recipes, fashion. Today is fashion, okay, Fashion Wednesday. As you can see, we are repping, and all our travel destinations and more. Not forgetting the Ghanaian conversation on the dish show every single evening right here on MX24 TV. Then we'll crown it all up with our Independence Fair happening on the 26th and 27th of March, okay? So do make sure that you head to our website, www.mx24online.com, if you want to register for the Independence Fair, which is going to happen on the 26th and 27th of March. So buckle up for some fun ride, because right here on MX24 TV, it's Ghana Month. Experience Ghana Month on MX24 TV. Now let's move on straight to today's trending stories, and Godwin, as usual, is standing by with the very first story.
Right. The Ghana Police Service has revealed that a total of 4 policemen have been arrested in connection with an ongoing intelligence-led police investigation into some bullion van robberies that recently occurred in the country. Another suspect, believed to be a civilian, was also arrested by the police, while some other 5 civilian suspects have gone into hiding, according to the police. The police disclosed this in a statement, and we will bring you the statement right away. Now, it says that update on police investigation into bullion van robberies. The police have carried out an intelligence-led field raid at a hideout of the gang connected with the investigation into the bullion van robberies. During the raid at the Boteman near Ashaiman, there was an exchange of gunshots, and 2 policemen, number 58284 Constable Randolph Jima Ansa and number 53549 Lieutenant Corporal Stephen Kweku Nyame, who had been arrested in connection with the bullion van robberies, were shot and were pronounced dead on arrival at the police hospital, where they were rushed for treatment. Some other suspects, believed to have sustained gunshot wounds, managed to escape from the scene. Ashaiman. Further investigations have led to the arrest of 5 other suspects, 4 of whom are policemen. We are pursuing 5 other civilian suspects who have gone into hiding. The policemen involved have been interdicted, and all the suspects, number 58370 Constable Afisu Yaro Ibrahim and Constable Richard Boedu, Constable Rabiu Jambedu, Constable Albert Ofusu, and suspect Razak Alassan, a civilian, will be arraigned before court tomorrow, Wednesday, 9th March 2022. We are appealing to the public and health facilities within the Accra Tema area to report to the police if they find any persons with gunshot wounds. We want to assure the public of our determination to continue to take the fight to criminals to ensure the safety and security of all persons. We urge anyone with relevant information to contact the nearest police station. We can win this fight if we work together. Signed, DCOP Kwesi Ofori, Director General of Public Affairs, Ghana Police Service.
Can definitely win this fight if we fight together.
For me, the public statements from the police is even very assuring and very encouraging.
I totally agree with you on that. I mean, this is coming at the back of a story that we read, I think, yesterday? On Monday or yesterday.
Yesterday on Monday. Yeah.
You know, with the 2 policemen who were involved, and now, you know, there's been 4 more. So I love the fact that the Ghana Police Service is working, and, you know, is just taking out all the bad ones from their camp, throwing them away or putting them in jail, actually.
So we need to celebrate this IGP.
I'm telling you, it's a good, it's not obviously a good situation, but I love the action that's been done in terms of finding out who the moles are in the Ghana
Absolutely.
Police Service. Yeah. It's so funny how, you know, one bad person can just destroy the name of an organization.
I know.
Or a group of people can just bring down or tame the name of a great organization. And I think it's about time that we eventually pinpoint them, take them out, and deal with them when it comes to the law.
It's quite difficult for me. I don't know how it works, but thank God for what the police service is doing, because when the enemy is within, it's very difficult, because he knows the operations of the police service and he's with the criminals. So you can imagine. It's really difficult, but
I totally
thank God for
agree
Ghana
on that.
Police Service.
Yes, definitely. But meanwhile, in business, actually not in business, police and military patrols in the Tamale metropolis have been intensified following Monday's attack at the Dakpema Palace. On Monday, about 5 persons, including the Dakpema Nafiseini Bawao, sustained several injuries after the unidentified suspects launched a gun attack on the palace. It is said that the incident took place after the talking drum was beating in the palace on Monday dawn, an action that signifies that the Dakpema, yes, is the chief of the area. The incident has raised tensions in the area with fears of reprisal attacks. So but according to the Northern Regional Police Crime Officer, Superintendent Bernard Baba Ananga, the police together with the military have put in place measures to ensure lasting calm in the area. We've been hearing a lot of chieftaincy dispute, you know, in some part of Ghana. So I hope that this is settled, because, you know, when it comes to chieftaincy as well, there isn't much that maybe the police, the only thing the police can do is make sure that it's calm in the area, but then they have to deal with it among themselves. The people, have to deal with it among themselves as well. So we pray for calm, you know, in that aspect. Definitely. But let me move on to business now. The Bank of Ghana has urged the public to be cautious in the dealing with a new money doubling scheme called BitCash currency exchange. The Bank of Ghana said the scheme is fraudulent and works to milk the public of their money. In a statement issued on yesterday, the Bank of Ghana said the scheme additionally comprises the fund's WhatsApp accounts and social media accounts of unsuspected victims when their hyperlinks are clicked. And they have a statement for that. So please, let's be vigilant out there in terms of how we deal with these fraudulent schemes. So there was also a statement there, so please do read it.
You know, I get some of these messages every time in my...
Yeah,
like the world remit,
quite
like
worrying.
the world remit or whatever they call
yes,
themselves.
exactly.
People.
At least we know about it, but I know for a fact that a lot of people do not
don't
know about it. They'll probably click on the link as well.
So guys, this is what the Bank of Ghana is saying. The Bank of Ghana wishes to bring to the attention of the general public a money doubling scheme which operates under the name BitCash Currency Exchange and claims to have approval from Bank of Ghana. By this notice, Bank of Ghana wishes to inform the general public that it has not licensed such an entity or any other cryptocurrency exchange platform. This fraudulent scheme does not reward investors as promised, unsuspecting recipients of such messages who click on the hyperlink or forward such messages compromise the safety of their funds, their WhatsApp accounts and other social media profiles, as well as those of friends and family on their contacts list. The general public is advised as follows. Number 1, delete such messages upon receipt and desist from forwarding them to other people. Please, we beg you, those who have been just forwarding messages to WhatsApp groups, remove any members on social media platforms from whom such messages are received, as their accounts may have been compromised. Verify with Bank of Ghana or other relevant authorities the licensing status of persons or entities prior to depositing funds with them or patronizing their services. Place deposits only with institutions licensed by the Bank of Ghana in order that they may be accorded the necessary protection under the applicable banking laws. Review and familiarize themselves with Bank of Ghana's notice on money doubling and card loading systems titled Notice Number BGGOV SEC 2020/12, which can be found on the bank's website. So there you have it, guys. Be very vigilant. Be very careful out there.
Yes, exactly. But now let's move on to some international news. And official figures from Kiev indicate that 13 female soldiers from the Ukrainian Air Force have been killed so far in the fight against Russian troops. Making the revelation while making the Independence Women's Day on Tuesday, Lieutenant General Mykola Oleshchuk said nearly 7,000 female members of the Air Force experienced International Women's Day not with flowers, but with weapons in their hands. According to him, they are repelling Russian aggression, soldiers to shoulder with men, and fighting for the future of their children and the future of Ukraine. And it's a beautiful story, but it's also a very sad story.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that everybody in Ukraine, male or female, they are out there, you know, trying to fight Russian troops and, you know, gain their freedoms back. So it's sad that obviously women were celebrated yesterday, but some women in other parts of the world have to deal with political instabilities and so many other things. But they are equally heroes, and I really do admire women who, you know, go beyond what is seen as a male activity, and, you know, they go out there and still, you know,
and looking at the other side of the story too, it's not just Ukrainian soldiers. I feel like even the Russian soldiers, women soldiers in Russia who have been forced. Right now we're
talking about Ukrainians.
Who have been, listen to what I'm saying, who are being forced to go fight, maybe against their will, but because they're in the army, you have to fight, you know. So they are also being affected because they're also women. You get it? So I feel like on both sides of the coin, we have to take a look at that. But anyways, shall we do some sports?
Let's do some sports.
All right, no agenda here. UEFA Champions League round of 16 games played last night. Bayern Munich gave a thrashing to RB Salzburg in a 7-1 game as Liverpool lost 1-0 to Inter Milan. But Bayern Munich and Liverpool have both advanced to the quarter-finals. And a big one yesterday was Lewandowski scoring a hat-trick for his team. Amazing. And then the matches to be played tonight. Manchester City will be taking on Sporting Lisbon as Real Madrid facing French side PSG. But away from the Champions League, Ghana midfielder Thomas Partey has been named Arsenal Player of the Month for February for the very first time. Partey was in outstanding form throughout the month as the London club won all 3 of their Premier League matches. He started the month with a typically combative performance in midfield as the Gunners won 1-0 at Wolves and was impressive in Arsenal's victory against Brentford. The 28-year-old finished with 49% of the vote, narrowly edging out Martin Odegaard with Bukayo Saka in third.
That Liverpool lost yesterday?
But I proceeded to the quarterfinals.
No, but did you read that they lost?
We lost 1-0, but with 2-1 aggregate.
No, but I'm just saying, did you read that they
we've
lost?
Not lost?
But I'm just saying, did you read that they lost yesterday's match?
Losing means that you're out of the game.
But you lost. No, losing doesn't mean you're out of the game. Losing means that you've lost a match. And you lost a match against Inter Milan.
I have proceeded to the quarterfinals.
But then you lost the match. That's what I'm saying. You're lucky that you proceeded, yes, but then you lost the match. Let me just add. Please add that you lost. Okay.
A five-a-side player ended up in hospital after attempting Cristiano Ronaldo's famous seal celebration. Ronaldo's celebration involves him running to the corner, twirling his finger, jumping, twisting in the air, and landing with a flourish. This player's attempt to replicate the move ended with him landing awkwardly on his left foot and falling over. He was then transported to the hospital where he was treated and even ended the evening with a beer and pizza. That's what we are talking about.
Oh,
what a way to end your evening. Go! And then see. Woo!
But how did he? I think it was his knee. Yeah, his knee gave up on him.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, it's his knee. His knee gave up on him. Look at that video. Yeah, his knee gave up on him.
I don't know how he twisted.
He didn't, you know, he put a lot of pressure on one of his knees, and the knee was like, no, please, I can't carry on that way.
This.
So it was like, okay, now let me fall on the ground.
See,
yeah.
One more time.
Let
me see.
Look at his, see?
Ooh, I think his left knee.
Yeah, his left knee, yeah.
My goodness, he's laughing. Anyways,
oh God, I guess it's not just for everybody.
You'll be surprised Cristiano Ronaldo when he hears about this. Reach out to him.
I know, exactly. You know. These are the things that they do, and I really love it.
So beautiful. Anyway,
but anyways, let's move on to some tech news. Netflix has moved to ban its streaming services in Russia following President Putin's invasion of Ukraine. According to multiple reports, the streamer announced that it would suspend all future projects, acquisitions, and now all of its services in Russia in a bid to protest the war spearheaded by the country. Prior to the latest move, Netflix had confirmed 4 new Russian originals, including a crime thriller series directed by Russian filmmaker Dasha Zuk. The series, which had begun principal photography, was put on hold. Although relatively new in Russia, which is Netflix. The latest move joins other global corporate bodies as well as film studios who have in recent weeks moved to boycott the country amid the ongoing war, which is again another sad story for Russian citizens who actually live in Russia who have nothing to do with this war. Like I said yesterday, I hope that all of this is worth it. All of this is worth the price, because to me, I don't think it is. And at the end of the day, Russia is not an island. It still needs to trade with other countries. It still needs other big corporate organizations and companies to work and, you know, have their services in them. Even right now, USA has, you know, banned all oil services, oil production from Russia, which is a huge blow, and is going to be a huge blow on the global market as well. So all these decisions that are being made don't just affect Russia, they will affect us here in Ghana who have nothing to do with this war. But yeah, anyways.
You better day. Anyways, guys, catch up with all the fan, the breaking news stories, the sports, business insights on mx24online.com.
It's now time for us to deep dive into the world of entertainment and showbiz. And guess what Konvoy is wearing? He's wearing pink today, and I really like it. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Stay with us.
Go on, everybody, mache. It's MX Breaks inside the AM Club, where I will bring you all the updates in lifestyle and entertainment in Ghana, and of course, across the globe. Hey, good morning, guys. How you guys doing?
Hi,
Konvoy.
You guys are very.
Mache.
You guys are very colorful.
Yes.
It's not even like this bright colors, but it's like
yeah,
it's very
the
patterny.
blend,
It's
patterns.
very patterny this morning.
And you look very nice in your pink
thank you.
African print as well.
Oh yes, Woodin and
course.
Afri-J.
Okay,
Yeah.
I really like that. You look
thank you,
great.
thank you,
The
thank you,
combination with the blue as well.
You know, I thought about it very long this morning. I was
Why?
like, does it work?
It actually works.
No, it does work.
Pink and blue is such a good
Yeah.
combination.
Yeah,
I get why you were feeling that way.
Yeah, it's
get
because
it.
of the shade of it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
very...
but it's lovely.
Give
Oh,
thanks.
you like it, you like
Boy, you made a good decision.
You did.
Anyway, guys, my name is Kevoy B. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere at KEVOYB. Zin? Ghanaian singer and songwriter Efia has pleaded with her fellow artists in a tweet not to release any verse she did for them if it has been 3 years since she wrote it. Her reason was that she is not the same person musically, sonically, and lyrically. Now, she encouraged other artists to do the right thing and ask her for a better verse from the now her. What are your thoughts? I don't think Effie understands what it means to mix and release.
Wait, hold on. So is it that if she wrote a song or if she sang on a song that dates 3 years or beyond, you shouldn't release the song or you shouldn't sing the song?
No. She's begging that they don't play the verse anymore. She wants to make a new verse for any song that she's made.
Oh, okay.
For the same songs, but then he's gonna change the verses.
Yeah, because she's changed. And I'm saying, okay.
She's changed from what to what?
But then,
changed musically and
is that
lyrically.
possible? You
She
know
thinks she's
how in
mature.
a musical
Oh, she's
work,
mature.
but you know, is that possible? So would that be considered as a remix, or what would it be considered as?
Edma, you know, honestly, I don't know what the plan is.
like me that you're asking me.
I don't know, like, we don't know. But I'm trying to understand it, but I guess it is what I understand the motive behind it. I mean, she's grown, but you know, put out new music that will show your growth and your maturity.
I would think
don't
that
go
would be
back
the
and change
right
because I
direction.
feel like these are classics. You know, these are classics, and
when we
these
enjoyed
will,
them, I mean,
exactly,
she did very good
and they will
songs.
show her growth if you know this is what she wants. They will, if we compare, and if truly she has grown musically, it will show
You know
her
the funny
growth.
thing? You know who it would have clearly made sense if he came out to say something like this. Kanye.
I know, there's something Kanye will say. Yeah, there's something Kanye will say.
I don't see if you are saying or doing
delete that.
Yeah.
You know, Kanye's like, nah.
But you know what? If you put out new music, let us see your growth. Let us see, you know, how, you know, you've grown musically, lyrically, and let's enjoy that. But the old songs, they are classics. Leave them alone.
Name, right?
Yeah, we love it. We love it.
Yeah, just cool and make some new song.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Guys, Nigerian music star Davido has splashed a whopping 90 million naira on a Mercedes Maybach SUV. The singer took to his Instagram stories yesterday, March 8th, 2022, where he shared a video of his new car with the caption, "Who vex me?" According to several car websites, a 2021 Mercedes Maybach goes for about 160,000 to 161,000. The new set of wheels will join an already extensive garage of expensive cars, which includes several models of Rolls-Royce, Lamborghini Urus, and a Lamborghini Aventador, which cost him over 300 million nairas. Hey, what are you?
To him, he deserves it. Listen, let him spoil himself. Life is for the living. Money is meant to be spent. Me, listen, you know my mentality. I didn't die when I was broke. So when I get money, I'll spend. I beg. Spend it. Enjoy your life. When you don't want it anymore, give it to your kids.
The money you have cannot solve the problem you have.
Chop
Eat that
it!
money.
Chop it!
Eat that money.
My godmother will tell you, Ohemaa, fufu, yasasi si can timi into fufu, inti eat.
Fufu si can timi into asasi.
Fufu si can timi into asasi. That's the one.
Only thing I picked from that was money and food.
That's what you heard in the film.
Money and fufu.
So you're saying that the money for fufu
cannot buy a land.
So forget it.
So forget. Just when you get the money, just
forget them.
You have your 30 CDs. You want to go and eat living room fufu, and then you are like, oh, I could have bought a bag of cement. It won't reach. So
just enjoy your life. But yeah, congratulations to him. On Davido as well, did you hear what happened at his concert? So the fact that he basically, there's a time limit. So he was supposed to end at 11, and he went over the time, I think, for 30 minutes. And every single 1 minute, I think they had to pay
$10,000.
Yeah, for O2. I think that is like 50, something like that. But the overall amount was £320,000 that he has to pay for extending and 30 minutes, going 30 minutes over the actual time that he was supposed to end. And he was, you know what, he was fine, okay, he was actually the one that said, no, let's go ahead and do it, because my fans, my fans are having fun. So he was willing to pay that money. So this is nice as well from him.
I
love him. I love Davido.
He has a nice spirit. Anyway, Davido, big up his health. You know what I mean? Guys, the U.S. Supreme Court has revealed that it will not review prosecutors' appeal to overturn Bill Cosby's sexual assault conviction, upholding a court decision that freed him from prison last year. Cosby was released after his 2018 rape conviction was thrown out last June, when Pennsylvania's Supreme Court controversially determined that an agreement he made with a district attorney years prior should have prevented the charges against him from ever being filed. That's what you think. Wait. Edma, I want to know what you think.
This story, I can't at this point.
Cosby, I'm on the fence about Bill Cosby.
Me too.
I'm on the fence.
Me too.
I'm on the fence. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie.
Me
Bill
too.
Cosby was he was a big advocate for black people in America. You know, he was looking to change the narrative about black people in America. You know, so I'm kind of on the fence. You understand?
He saves.
But you know what? Let me tell you something. If you watch documentaries from the late 80s, early 90s and everything, I'm not justifying anything, but drugs was literally part of everybody's lifestyle. As in, like, especially within the celebrity community and the rich. So it was a thing where everybody used to take drugs. Not everybody, but the majority of celebrities used to take drugs, you know. So it was more of a thing where, like, you come near me, this is what I do with my entourage.
This is for fun. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Hey,
so if you're a woman and you come near me and maybe you take some and it dazes you off or something like that, it's bound to happen, because it was part of their lifestyle kind of thing. I'm not trying to justify anything.
No, I understand what you're saying.
I'm just saying, like, it was part of it. So when people come out, or women come out like 30 years later and say, oh, do you know, I was drugged, and or I took some drugs when I was around Cosby or this person, and something happened. I really want to, you know, understand, like,
and I always say
the
that when it
motive.
comes to these things, it's really always about he says, she says, or really about
always like that.
your word against.
Again, we are not justifying drug use. We are not justifying, you know, rape or abuse or anything like that. But
what if,
you know,
what if the man is innocent? What if? Because I mean, they're going to bring evidence and everything. You know,
I mean,
but what
many
if,
women actually came out to say that.
Of course,
and the reason why I'm a bit skeptical about this is the fact that many women came out to say it, and the fact that it wasn't just one person. So if it's many women, meaning that it was literally a lifestyle, and they all. It's all aligned with the use of drugs and everything, you know.
But you know what's strange? Yes, last night I was talking about this Jeffrey Epstein.
Yes.
And he was flying 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds, and you know they're being charged. But I said to myself, okay, yes, they're being charged and good. What about the parents who allow these 12-year-olds?
Who's allowing a 12-year-old?
Yeah, who's allowing a 12-year-old?
Did he kidnap them? Like, we should ask these questions. I get it, of course. Whatever he did was wrong.
Yeah, he should be locked up.
But the guardians of the child needs to be prosecuted. Absolutely, they need to be prosecuted as well, because you're the parent. You're in charge of that child until the child is 18.
There's no amount of money
really,
you can give
yes, you need the guardians also need to be prosecuted.
Did you lie to them that he was taking them to Neverland or something, or like, because?
Let's go to Disney World, guys. Anyway, that is it for MX Breaks Lifestyle and Entertainment, guys. You don't know how the thing go. My name is Kevoy B. Little more. Pick up yourself. Godman, take it away.
Thank you so much, Kevoy, for that very great conversations right here in the world of showbiz and entertainment. But up next is Lifestyle Daily, and our conversation will be centered on Ghanaian etiquettes now and then.
Before you go, what is one cultural etiquette do you say Jamaicans have that probably doesn't exist anymore? Like something you guys do, like something, for instance, like in Ghana, when you're a kid and you see an elderly person, maybe on the road, you greet them.
Oh yeah, we used to have to do that. So the thing is, we had to say good morning to a lot of people when I was young. Yeah. Now it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, so any adult you pass,
I think it doesn't exist in the urban areas, but when you go to like the villages and you see, good morning. Me, like one time I was going to throw away my bin. And I saw some little school. Yes! Yeah, and he was like, you know, and he even did this. And I was like, oh, bless him.
Security guy. Hey, bossu! Chairman!
That's a different. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things we also do.
That was so cute. This is me struggling with my bean bags, you know. And he was like, oh, good morning.
Yeah. So the conversation really is about whether or not these etiquettes or these cultural norms should be kept, should be preserved, or should we do away with it because of modernity and, you know.
It's a great conversation.
To be honest, you know, I always feel like culture is something that we can invent every lifetime.
Culture is diverse, culture is dynamic. It changes per time. It doesn't change totally, but it changes to suit the current situation. Culture is the times. Culture is created by time. It's like tradition as well.
It's not a Lifestyle Daily already.
Hey.
Well, I know.
Why would you Lifestyle Daily?
But I want to hear him. I want to hear him.
How I look at it is like this.
I want to hear him.
All right, let's say these cultures were formed around like the 1800s or whatever it is. I mean, what do we give to our future generations? What's our culture that we're giving to our future generation? Yeah. I mean, obviously,
we need to create our own as well.
Yeah, we can show respect to the people who were before us, but they need to also understand that we are here now, and everything is different.
So must it totally be, because that's what
I think we should not, I mean, because a person who forgets about their past,
where they're coming from, definitely
is a lost human being. So definitely we need to preserve a lot of culture and tradition that we have here in Ghana. We need to preserve them, but then we also need to tweak some of them to suit our current living.
Let's see what our guest will say. Guys, here is Sarah by Sarkodie and Efia. Please don't sing it. She has gone. Okay, this.
Please take go to first.
This is within 3 years.
This is in 3. Okay, all right. Play.
March is here, and on MX24, it's GH Month. As part of the month-long activities to celebrate exceptional Ghanaian products and services, we're organizing a 2-day pop-up shop and sales exhibition, the Ghana Independence Fair. happening on the 26th and 27th of March 2022 at MX24 Silicon Square, Boundary Road, East Legon. It'll be 2 days of sales exhibitions, workshops, pitch sessions, a food fair and open-air concert. Get your stand now. Exhibit and benefit from a month-long exclusive promotional package for Ghanaian-owned businesses. Visit mx24online.com to register your business now. You can also call 055 0500 555 or 024 235 5956. The Ghana Independence Fair on the 26th and 27th of March. Buy Ghana to grow Ghana. If you're into content production for digital or TV, say hello to the MX24 Studios. We're the prime location for your music video shoots, live productions, TV shows and more. From state-of-the-art equipment to a very skilled production team, we've got you covered. Step into our modern and spacious studio with a changeable lighting system and foolproof sound. Our touchscreen studio projection monitors come with other features, including Wi-Fi connection, screen mirroring, and a remote workspace mode. Take advantage of our high-quality cameras to shoot in 4K and a variety of the best lighting equipment guaranteed to put life into your sets. Locate us on the first floor of the Silicon House building off the Boundary Road, East Legon. Give us a call on 024 235 5956 or 054 454 8612. You can also email us at info@mx24gh.com. March is here, and on MX24, it's GH Month. As part of the month-long activities to celebrate exceptional Ghanaian products and services, we're organizing a 2-day pop-up shop and sales exhibition, the Ghana Independence Fair, happening on the 26th and 27th of March 2022 at MX24 Silicon Square, Boundary Road, East Legon. It'll be 2 days of sales exhibitions, workshops, pitch sessions, a food fair and open-air concert. Get your stand now. Exhibit and benefit from a month-long exclusive promotional package for Ghanaian-owned businesses. Visit mx24online.com to register your business now. You can also call 055 0500 55. March is here, and on MX24, it's GH Month. As part of the month-long activities to celebrate exceptional Ghanaian products and services, we're organizing a 2-day pop-up shop and sales exhibition, the Ghana Independence Fair, happening on the 26th and 27th of March 2022 at MX24 Silicon Square, Boundary Road, East Legon. It'll be 2 days of sales exhibitions, workshops, pitch sessions, a food fair and open-air concert. Get your stand now. Exhibit and benefit from a month-long exclusive promotional package for Ghanaian-owned businesses. Visit mx24online.com to register your business now. You can also call 055 0500 555 or 024 235 5956. The Ghana Independence Fair on the 26th and 27th of March. Buy Ghana to grow Ghana.
Guys, welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24 TV, where we are home to fun, fearless, and factual content. Now, this March, MX24 TV brings you a month filled with Ghanaian tradition, food, music, dance, and more of our culture. We bring you GH Month online and on TV. Discover thriving entrepreneurial Ghanaian businesses on the spotlight with Nuong Falong. Make a date on Newsnight for insightful discussions on our history. Watch the AM Club daily to catch all the mouth-watering Ghanaian recipes on Foodie Fridays and regional fashion every Wednesday. And enjoy real-time Ghanaian conversations on the dish. Then we'll crown it all off with our Independence Fair happening from the 26th to 27th of March. Buckle up for a fun ride as we go hard for GH this month of March with 100% local music and movie content all month long. Experience Ghana on MX24 TV. It's time for Lifestyle Daily, and today's conversation, like we mentioned earlier, is going to be comparing Ghanaian etiquettes now and then. Things are evolving, and that includes our manners. As society changes, our manners have to also change as we adapt to the world around us. We become much more fast-paced and expect things to be quick and convenient, pushing our etiquette to move from being more formal to less formal. Do these values changing have an impact in our society? How do we progress as a community while holding on to our values as Ghanaian people? Today's conversation will highlight all these and more. We'd like to hear from you anyways. Tell us what you think about this. Send your questions and thoughts about this conversation to our WhatsApp line. It's 055 033 1511, 055 033 1511, or tweet at us at MX24GH with the hashtag DAM Club. Now, joining us for this conversation, we have Madame Efua Ahimfua Winful. She is an entrepreneur and she's joining us via Zoom. I also have a guest in the studio who is a guest right now in this context. Ed Malawe is here with us as well to give us her perspective on this particular conversation as well. So, good morning, Madame Efua.
Good morning, Godwin.
Mommy, how are you doing? I'm calling you Mommy. See, I've started my Ghanaian etiquette already.
I know, right?
Me, I'll start by saying Mommy right now. Saying Mommy, how are you doing?
Well, I'm blessed. I hope you're also doing well.
Yes, please. Thank you very much. Welcome to the AM Club. Now, let's get into this conversation, discussing our values, our etiquettes as Ghanaians. Mommy, could you please, Madame Efua, please forgive me. Could you please enlighten us a little bit about... So I'll say Efua. Can you enlighten us a little bit about some of these norms, values, practices you experience growing up in Ghana? I am giving myself away by doing all this mommy and yes please, no please things that we do. Could you tell us some of them growing up?
All right. So before I give you what we used to do and what is now, let's understand the meaning of etiquette. Etiquette is a noun, and it means the customary code of polite behavior in society or among members of a particular profession or group. So based on this, we can deduce some keywords to know that we are not far from what is supposed to be as what is now. So if we say customary code, we all know that we are coming from various regions and tribes and what goes. But as Africans or Ghanaians, we have one thing that runs through, and that is the customs that even if you travel abroad, you still live by that. So growing up, we grew up in a communal way of life. I came to meet my great-grandmother. I met my grandmother, my grandfather, and all my aunties. So it's not just your mom who will train you, but then everybody is training you. Everybody. So if you're wrong, your auntie or your uncle will correct or beat you even before your mother comes from work. But what it is now today is that we cannot correct somebody's child. You cannot beat somebody's child in place of his or her mother. So granting that nobody tells the mother what the son did, it means that the son or the daughter has gotten away with that wrongdoing. So this is one aspect that we are not doing as opposed to what used to be during our time. The
And
other thing also was, sorry,
no,
please
please go
come in.
ahead. Please go ahead.
All right. The other thing is the home setting. We ate together, and my children can attest to the fact that as we were growing together, we ate in the same bowl, in the same plate. Not because I cannot afford individual plates for them, but I wanted that kind of bonding. And once you eat together, you are able to correct that person's way of eating, whether or he is licking their hands too aggressively, then you tone him or her down. That you don't lick this way, you don't eat this way. Clean your mouth. Don't talk when there's food in your mouth. Don't laugh. So now everybody has his or her own plate. In fact, people don't even sit by the dining table again. They pick their food straight into their rooms and they're on social media and they are eating. So the parents are not, on the spot to check how the child is eating. And this child will grow to become a better person in society, but one thing will take that mask off. You go into a board meeting, they serve this buffet, and you see the way he or she will be eating in the midst of this elite people. So it doesn't matter the school you've been, the higher you've gone, but one thing will take a mask off you, which is the way you eat, the way you talk, the way you walk. I remember growing, our father didn't allow us to wear chalewote at home. You only use chalewote to bath because it is a bathroom slippers. After bathing, you wear sandals. The reason is that he said chalewote makes too much noise. It's not here fantaphone. Your friend chalewote tau tau. And nantiwa oje tau tau tau. What you did? Intention tau tau fan nantu fie. Eshe sandals. Nezi chalewote zegwar. In the bohun kofushe tau tau. Na wasn't. The way you sleep, even the way you poo, regulate it, because he said you cannot go to somebody's house and the first thing you ask is that, where is your washroom? Then you go poo, the whole place smelling, no toilet room, no water, you smell the whole place. And now your beauty that you came into the person's house, your poo has betrayed you. So he regulated us that every morning before you leave the house, you poo before you leave. So that once you are out there, you know you are fit to go a long distance.
Okay, madam.
This time it's not like that. People don't take time to do all this training and put their children in check. So it's all about education, be a doctor, be a lawyer, be a caterer, be this, be that, without looking at the basics, what makes a human being a complete human being.
No, Madam Ifa, that's well elaborated, I must say. We have to add other things, including, well, I'm sure we grew up at different times, but some of the things that I was raised up with is, for instance, when you're wearing, if I was wearing my shades, my sunglasses while talking to you, it would have been wrong back then. When you're talking to an elderly person, even if you're wearing a cap, you have to take it off. You have to put your hands behind you when you're speaking to an elderly person.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, when you see an elderly person in town, you greet them. Now, these things have changed, like as we can all agree. Things are much different now. What would you say is the reason or are the reasons why these things have changed?
Yeah, I think it has changed because of time. Time evolves, and as it evolves, it brings on new dimensions and new trends. So that if a guy speaks to you with a cap on, those times it shows disrespect.
Right.
This time, I don't think it will show disrespect. It is the way the person will talk to you that will show whether he or she has been brought up well. So those articles now doesn't count again.
So
those articles doesn't count again because we have to migrate from those times to this time, making sure that we are infusing the good ones from the past into the present so we can move on.
So, Efwa, would you say that these etiquettes were wrongfully placed at the time?
No, it wasn't, because remember, we were colonized by the British. So it was a form of respect for them, which they transported to us. So I remember my dad, when he's speaking, you cannot scratch your head, even if your hair is itching. You have to stand like a soldier and listen. And what he hates is that he will talk and you will talk back. No, it's obey before complaining. But this time, we cannot train our children like that, because then we are putting them in a box. They will not be able to fit in this time. But as I said, you don't leave all the good things behind and move out. You have to move along with it. As you sieve those that you think you can sieve out, and then pick the good ones and move with it. That is why you still see the difference between our time and this time.
Right.
Because this time we have decided, or some parents have decided, to leave all those good things behind and move ahead.
I like that
But
you call it good
as a
things.
mother or a father, you have to make sure your children are moving along the old good ones into the new era.
Anyways, Edma, let me find out from Edma.
Okay.
I see you're very quiet.
Yeah, I'm just listening.
Listening to her. But what are some of these etiquettes that, I mean, whether you met them or you heard about them, that you think still exist, and for you, you think we should do away with or we should keep?
I would say the eating at the dining table with your family. I mean, that's something that I used to do, and like if I said, it's a way of bonding, it's a way of bringing everybody together, it's a way of showing unity within the family, it's a way of correcting certain things. Do it when you do it wrong or right at the dining table. So these things, I feel like now, as if I said, it doesn't happen anymore. I think when I was about 16, 17, you know, as soon as I get home, I'll even buy food before I even get home. I'll just run to my room and I'll eat my food in my room. So all these things, you know, have changed, and these are the things that I feel like I miss in my own, you know, home, and the way my mom raised us as well. One thing that I think we should leave in the past is the sense of fear that we put into our young ones. I mean, I feel like here in Ghana, there's a lot of respect, and there's a lot of conditions that have to come with, you know, you have to give the elderly respect, which I totally agree. But then with that doing, you sometimes, the way people implement it, they implement it with fear, and they put fear in the child. So with that being said, it breaks the child, or it prevents the child from expressing their actual emotions. And you see a child growing up very emotionless, if that's a word, and, you know, without sharing anything that's happening in their lives with their parents, just because we are trying to, you know, force them to respect or implement that respect towards the elderly kind of structure. So I feel like there's a way to go on about it, but the olden way of doing it, I don't think was the right way.
You said something that I found interesting, fear.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, and cite the same example you're citing, and ask Efua the same thing. Do you think that these values that we put in children, when you're talking to an elderly person, put your hands behind you, don't talk back. You have a situation where now children talk back at their parents in the name of the child has to express themselves. They need to share whatever is on their mind, and all that. Do you? Let me ask Efua. Efua, do you think what we used to practice back then instilled fear in the kids, and so what we are doing now, allowing children to be able to express themselves, talk back again, yell at their parents?
But I don't think any parent is actually saying to yell at them, or, you know, like I said, there's a way of doing it, there's a way of implementing it so that the child will still be respectful, but then still express themselves. Expressing yourself doesn't mean you have to be rude. Expressing yourself doesn't mean you have to be aggressive.
But allowing the kids to constantly...
Allowing your child to say, oh, mommy, maybe I don't want, I don't want to do this today, you know, or mommy, maybe, oh, let's go to church. Let me use myself as an example. Oh, no, mommy, today I don't want to go to church because of so and so. It's just allowing your child to also express what they want to do instead of imposing certain things on them. So me saying, no, mommy, I'm sorry, today I cannot go to church because of so and so. It's not me standing up to my mom. It's not me being rude to my mom. It's not me saying that, mommy, no, what you want me to do is wrong. It's just me expressing how I'm feeling at that particular moment. So there's a way of teaching your child to do that.
Sorry to interject, but we did say in Coffee Daily that a child is a child until, like you said, they're 18 and you allow them to take certain decisions.
You're a guardian. You're a guardian, meaning that you look after the child until the child is 18 and the child can now make certain legal decisions for themselves. Okay? But then,
so if you believe that certain customs are very important in instilling the child that you have birthed, and so you want to put it in them, and the child wants to rebel, or the child says, no, in my opinion, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that.
let me tell you
Is that
something.
instilling fear? Let me ask you,
Okay, but let me, before
you share the same
says this,
sentiment?
let me say this. Do you know what? I come from, I wasn't born and raised in Ghana. My parents are Ghanaians. My parents traveled abroad when they were very, very young, okay? So there was a cultural clash when I used to come to Ghana. When I used to come to Ghana, some people used to pass comments like, oh, aboche from Kulazie or Mumbuadie, you know, because it was just different from
of course,
what they used to do. So the certain things that my mom used to allow us to do as her children in France or in the UK, children here weren't allowed to do these things. So every time I used to come to Ghana and visit Ghana, it was like, oh, why is this child talking or doing this or doing that when maybe there's a conversation or something like that happening? Not to mention that my mom, being Ghanaian, also taught us how to do certain things the Ghana way. So, for example, when there was a group of elderly people talking, I wouldn't go and sit there and be like, "Oh, I want to join in the conversation."
But you know, it's a modern thing now.
Because it was. To me, this is why I was told I was wrong. I wouldn't go and sit there when my uncles and my aunties are having a discussion.
And I'm saying maybe in your case you weren't allowed, but you know it's a thing now. And that's what we are talking about, whether it's okay. Is it instilling fear by not allowing the child? So I want to hear Auntie Efua's opinion on this one.
All right, so what I can say is that our time, fear was put in us because of the way our fathers or our grandfathers were brought up. But as I said, that things have changed. It doesn't mean we should give the children too much freedom, because we all know what happens when you give a child too much freedom. So if my father didn't allow me to talk, I will allow my daughter to talk after when I have finished talking. You don't interrupt me. Let me finish. And that is the only way you will know where I am coming from, so that you can give me meaningful response. If I'm talking and you are talking, it becomes transactional and nobody listens to anybody. So wait, let me finish talking. I'll give you the chance to talk. And if your input is laudable, I'll go with it. I'm always flexible to go with my children's input if it is something that will work for our good. Unfortunately, our children today, when you are talking, they are talking. When you want to stand your grounds to let them know that you are the parents and that they should keep quiet, they walk away.
Yeah.
They walk away. But what sense are they learning now? Because they didn't let you finish. They didn't let you finish. They jump into it and they pick from the middle and they run with it. So when they go out there and somebody says something that is untrue, they go with that one instead of yours, because they didn't let you finish your statement. And as I said, we can't let go everything, but we have to pinch from every aspect of life so that we can become proper human beings. We all know what is happening in the US. I was born and bred in Ghana. I only traveled a few years and came back, not even 5 years. So I'm a homegrown woman. But you see, at my age, I didn't dress traditional with scarf and things to come to this program. Why? Because I'm evolving. I'm learning. So I'm no longer a traditional woman like my age who will wear scarf and all those things. But I've modernized my outlook.
Mommy,
It's part of transformation.
I mean, I don't want to forget this question, so let me ask her. Auntie Efua, do you think we should modernize our culture rather than doing away with it totally? Like you said, when you go to countries like Japan, they hold their values and their culture so well, even though it's such a modernized, it's such a modernized country, you still see a lot of Japanese values when you go into that country. So the question on my mind is, should we say, for instance, some of these cultural norms that we have are outmoded, so we should do away with them totally? Or do you think we should preserve them and perhaps modernize them, make them more friendly, so that we still have our culture with us without letting it go totally? I don't know if you get me.
Precisely so. Precisely so. We have to modify it and modernize it. because culture is dynamic. Culture is dynamic, and once it's dynamic, you cannot be static. We have to move on and modernize it. Those times, if you see a lady with piercing, people look down on that lady, but now it has become part of us, and it is cultural. It is African. Why is it that when there's celebration, cultural celebration, you see people have beads on their waist, their neck, their ankles, and all? But
Okay, doesn't sound like until 4 on the line, but let me.
And you can't go to church with your piercing and your anklet and all those things. Why? You see, and because of that, Christianity is shunning away a lot of souls that they are supposed to win into the fold because they are afraid they will be judged. They are afraid that people will see them in 2-3 earrings, anklets, and all. I am a lay preacher. I have earrings in my ears. It doesn't take away my Christianity. God is looking into the heart and not the outward appearance. If you are not careful, the reason why we came into this world to win souls for Christ, we will miss the point because we are trying to judge people outwardly. We have to change by renewing our minds. Romans 12:2 says that we should renew our mind. That is the only way we can transform. If you are going to live in these primitive ideas, I'm afraid we can't go far. See where other countries have reached. US, UK, Japan, Chinese, and all. They are still moving on with their lives. If you see a Chinese man, nobody tells you it's a Chinese man. Yet they are moving on. It's only in Africa or Ghana that you cannot do what you want freely because your parents are elders in the Pentecost Church, Assemblies of God, Methodists, so you cannot come out from your shell. What kind of mentality is this?
Interesting. Edma, would you?
We have to change our minds. I'm a very traditional woman, yet I'm modernizing myself. And once you modify yourself, within you, your spirit itself is gay. I mean, it's happy because now you are free. You are doing what you want to do. You are not being imposed on to do things that you don't want to do. So I tell people, I tell my church, I'm not accepting me with my piercing and things. I'll buy, what do you call it? This loudspeaker and go around and do evangelism. It's also
please let me ask you this. Please let me ask you this. Some of these primitive ideas we're talking about. Do you have a problem with somebody talking with their left hand when they're talking to you?
No, please, because God created left-handed people.
Okay, if the person is not left-handed.
Yeah, but maybe the person is easy to raise the left hand more than the right hand. In fact,
Oh my.
It's actually quite funny that you asked that question because I am the type of person that when I speak with my hands a lot.
Okay. When I began preaching, I have to consciously make sure that I hold the mic with my left and then use my right hand to give illustrations and all. I have to work hard because I was used to using my left
hand
You see, so I think it's about time we accept those who use both hands, whether left or right. Don't look at the action.
Okay.
Look at what is from the person.
Okay, and a very common one, the very common one. Do you think, for instance, even in church or anywhere else, if a child or a younger person is sitting and an elderly person walks in, they should get up? I mean, chivalry will allow a man. I would do that as a gentleman. If I was sitting and there were no chairs and a lady walks in, I'll allow the lady to sit. So that's chivalry. But do you think that a younger person sitting and an elderly person walking in, the younger person should get up for the elderly person or vice versa?
It depends on the settings. If it's a children's program, you cannot tell the child to vacate his or her seat and give it to the elderly because it's a children's program. If it's an elderly program and the child comes first, you have to get up for the older person to sit because it's an elderly program. So we have to weigh the pros and cons, where, how, and when.
So if it's a
I remember
wedding,
in the UK, because of my mentality, I saw an older person and I got up and he told me, no, sit. You see, so it depends on where you are coming from,
I
where you find yourself, and what is happening at that moment
for
to decide whether you should.
for IMC weddings sometimes, and I've had situations where I have to battle my organizers because they'll tell me to announce that the children should get up for the elderly ones coming in to sit. At a wedding, would you advise that, or do you think that it's only right for, because it's not weddings are not for kids?
At a wedding, yeah, so at a wedding, our advice that you set up a place for the children to
Right.
sit.
Anyways.
Yes, set up because we treat children as though they won't grow. But these children are the children who are going to grow to become like us. So if we don't treat them well, we should know that they are growing with that mentality to also train their children in the same vein.
Right.
So we have to be very, very careful the way we train children. Don't underrate them or look down upon them to say, oh, I have Akola, I have Ramba. No. Give them that due respect. So set a place for them so that they will not come to interspect with the settings of the older people.
Okay, Edma, you were saying something before F1 interjected. You forgot it. Anyways, perhaps my final question to both of you will be, where do we draw the lines? Because we have a situation where not just in Africa, even in Europe and in the West, people are complaining about, especially with technology, people are complaining about young people being on their phones every time. Back then, you would have, like we said, a communal thing where we have human interaction, we have human relationship. But now it's almost like you go out with friends and everybody's on your phones and all that. If we don't regulate these things, if we don't watch these things, don't you think we can degenerate into chaos, for the want of a better word? Where do we draw the line to say that this is good for these times? This is an all-round, I don't know how to put it, this is all-round good for society. How do you draw the balance? How do you draw that fine line? Efwa?
Okay, excellent. So I think the fine line is just a thin line. It's just a thin line between assertiveness and arrogance. A child is a child. A grown-up is a grown-up. Let the children know that they are children and train them the way it should go. So when they grow, they will not depart from it. Give them their freedom, but let there be an end point. There should be a cap where their freedom ends. As they grow, you remove the tape bit by bit so they get to 18. Even when they are 18 and they are not financially independent, as a mother, you have a role to play in their lives. Even when they are married, you still have a role to play in their lives. Just that it will not be like when they were children. So if you were screaming, now you bring your tone down. If you were beating, now you don't beat, but then you punish. If you are punishing, now you don't punish, but you write. If you are not writing, call them, sit with them apart, talk to them like a friend. But unfortunately, those behind me, if I say behind me, I mean those who were older than me or are still older than me, are not finding the midpoint to meet their children. As I was coming on this set, my children were all over, checking the dress I wear, your makeup, your this, your that, don't do this,
That's
don't
really
do that.
cool.
You see, but I have given them the chance to play a part in my life, to regulate me now. Because I also regulated them when they were little.
Yes. So now they can tell
Some
you.
parents will not listen. Afraba Kasaya, 1 hour Afraba day. Yeah, common sense doesn't lie only in adults' head. At times, Afraba be crampo or one certain opinion. If we give them the chance, we are going to learn so much from these children. So all I can say to conclude is that let a child be a child. Don't let the child overgrow the level that he or she hasn't reached.
Yeah.
Now, I don't understand this kids. Kids are babies of goats. So once you start calling your children kids, they start behaving like baby goats. when we were growing, I didn't hear this kids. I think this kids was coming from America and all those things. And the children will be jumping all over. You cannot tame them. Let's call our children. A child is an offspring of a human being.
Baby
Call
goat.
them children. So they can behave like human beings.
Okay.
Do you want to ask her anything? I've been given the permission to ask you 2 more questions, and well, we are done with this conversation. But I want to ask you what your phone. Did you grow up in Cape Coast? Did you? You said you're a Fanti woman, right?
No, I grew up in Accra. My mother is a girl from Buko.
Oh, wow.
So I was born as Abosokai, grew up in Accra. My father is a Fanti, but when the marriage broke, we all have to go and live with our father, and that's how come we learned the basic amenities of life.
Wow.
That's
What would you
Because
say?
my father said, I'm not going to leave my children with a girl woman, so they'll train them as girls.
As girls.
Excuse me, I'm a girl, so I'm not offending any girl person. But even my mother was trained by a Fanti. That's my grandmother. When my father married her, she took her to Cape Coast.
Interesting.
So we don't stop learning till we die.
Yeah.
You can always change.
Interesting.
Don't say I've grown. No, you can't. There's always room for improvement.
Absolutely, I totally
There's
agree.
always room for
I
improvement.
totally agree.
I grew up in Accra, born and bred in Accra, grew up in a family house, family setting. Great grandmothers were there, beating, insulting, shouting, and all. But here am I today.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
All work together for my good.
Indeed, Auntie for Ahimfa Winful. Oradon Wandaboshi.
I'm available anytime you want to get something out of. In fact, there's so much in my head
Yeah,
I
that
want
you
to
want
get
to.
out.
Right.
So
Definitely.
I'm always ready for such an event. God bless you all.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Auntie for Winful is an entrepreneur. And she just enlightened us. I've just been listening. It's like hearing my auntie talk.
I loved
the past.
listening to her. I mean, she made so much sense in a sense of, not leaving everything behind, but also taking some of it, but tweaking it to fit our modern day, and especially when it comes to our children. I'm blessed to have had both sides of, the Ghanaian values and the foreign values of wherever I was. So
if you had a chance now to change anything, any of those etiquettes that you think exist now, what would it be?
Any etiquette that exists now?
That you think should be changed. If you had a chance to change it, what would it be? Do you know?
To be honest, no. I feel like at this point, maybe it's because I don't really have kids, or I don't really have kids. I don't have kids. I don't have kids of my own.
I don't know.
I didn't really have, as if they are existing. Or no. Anyways, I don't have kids of my own yet, so I can't really say in terms of raising a child and the things that I would want to use, or
even
the behaviors.
Even in a corporate space, what
Yeah.
you say? Anyways, I hear we're out of time.
Yeah, but no, it was a great conversation. I really did enjoy it, and I hope that our viewers were able to enjoy it as well and take a lot from it, in the sense of what to leave behind and what to still take with us as we grow and we mature. And we shouldn't be rigid. We should ease up,
Yes, please.
and still go ahead with life.
Yes,
life is
please.
for the living.
On that note, thank you very much for your contribution, Edma. You're still watching the AM Club. We'll be back with Fashion Wednesday. Meanwhile, here is Miniwa by Manifest and King Promise. I love this song.
Yeah, King Promise. I know say I've been gone for a long while now. Where you they call, but I know they pick. And so I find inside himself, boy, and I am wild. And all I want be your happiness. You know I gotta make this dough, gotta stock this dough, baby. I cry me there, don't be easy, oh. And make cry me begging, although you won't hear, although miniwa, oh. Unim say miniwa, although unim say miniwa, although miniwa, unim say miniwa, although unim say miniwa.
Know you reading the blood. tours. Back home right now, I need directions to yours. Your perfection and flaws, infectious and more. My eye gets, I don't go rest yet. Trap me with your claws, you're missed. Understood, you can't be misunderstood. You're so clear, I'm your Frank Underwood. Your needs, I won't undermine, never put them under mine. Soon come, darling, I'll be on top, down the line. And I mean that shit, I ain't say just a rhyme. Don't say off you and say it's just a line. I cry we did, you know, say your boy for grind. No fit stop the time, but running through stop signs. You the bell, and I know they pick up sometimes. Bye, baby girl, sick of you, I see the sunshine. So when it's overcast, make you know they overvex. I'll be back before long, send it in the text. Think that I'm out cheating, but I did a studio all weekend. Smoke breaks, so I know that my clothes reeking. Although fetch me these beat breaks while I'm eating. No sleep, dive deep. I see you keep, but you see the move. I don't want to see defeat. Wanna catch time, although I'll book a suite so we can catch flights and feelings. It goes sweet. Trust that I'm honest to you. Will never make an empty promise to you. It's only right I pen sonnets for you. Every song I write, darling, is an homage to you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is still the AM Club live on MX24, where we are home to fun, fearless, and factual content, and we make sure to keep you entertained, inspired, and of course informed. So let me remind you that as part of Ghana Month right here on MX24, we are going to celebrate exceptional Ghanaian products and services. We've organized a 2-day pop-up shop and sale exhibition. Yes, the Ghana Independence Fair, happening on the 26th and 27th of March 2022 at MX24 Silicon Square Boundary Road, Accra, East Legon. Okay, so it will be 2 days of sales exhibition, workshops, pitch sessions, a food fair, and an open air concert. Get your stand now. Okay, so if you want to exhibit any product or any business ideas, do make sure that you get your stand now. So exhibit and benefit from a month-long exclusive promotional package for Ghanaian-owned businesses. Visit mx24online.com to register your business now. You can also call 0550 500 555, 0550 500 555, or 0242 355 956. Lord, my eyes. The Ghana Independence Fair on the 26th and 27th of March is happening right here on MX24 TV. Buy Ghana to grow Ghana. My favorite slogan. Literally, I love it. Buy Ghana to grow Ghana. It just sounds so good. But anyways, it's now time for Fashion Wednesday. Today's hashtag. And guess what we're going to be doing today? Today we're going to be reviewing Ashanti bride outfits. So we have the modern outfits where we see with the corset and the cover and slate, and then we have the traditional outfit where we see the beads, you know, with the kente wraps and all of that. So today we're going to analyze all of that and see what fits who best. And if you have any preference as well, or if you got married the traditional way, and you had any outfits that is out there, send it to our WhatsApp number on 0550-331-511, and I'll make sure to also read that. So, Godwin, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay. So what we usually get is that usually when the lady is wearing like a modern version of, you know, of the kente cloth for the traditional wedding, you see the male with the actual traditional way of wearing the kente, or is either that or kaftan. So this was actually her wedding dress because she did not wear a white dress. Yeah, she wore kente for her actual white wedding.
This is so
and
lovely.
it's so lovely, and the colors are so vibrant. I love it.
So I mean, yes, and the kente are the same?
No, they're not the same.
They're not the same.
No,
but the colors.
But the print is the same.
Work.
But
Red, yellow, red, yellow.
The print is the same, but different.
And how do you call it? Soweto. So the dress was sewn as a wedding dress.
Yes.
Okay. Really
so nice. The style, the fabric is the kente fabric, but you know usually. Ghanaian women like to wear this for the traditional wedding, and then the white wedding they wear a white dress. But she did not wear a white dress. She wore kente for really
creative
for the Christian version of the wedding.
The question I have really though, we didn't used to have the corset thing. Is it like, was it innovative? Was it something like women started thinking about, like maybe I need, because it kind of like makes the woman look, you know.
So
that's a British thing to it.
I would say that about 4 to 3 years ago, that's when we saw designers implementing corsets into the cover or the top part of the outfit. And now, look at that. Oh, Lord, how mercy. This is just so beautiful. And, you know, since then, it's been, you know, done by many designers. And I think now is the go-to look for a traditional wedding outfit for a woman. And you see...
Is there a corset in this?
Yes. So it's a corset inside, and then they wrap it with the kente cloth.
Oh.
Yes. So the corset, you can have it different styles. Some have it straight, some have it in the heart version, some have it with like a little hand on the shoulder. And yeah, so you have different types of corset, for example, like this. And then they use the kente or beads to basically style it and cover the corset, which is really, really beautiful, and is a more modern version of the Ghana woman getting married.
So is this what a bride will wear, or is this something that a guest will wear to the wedding?
Anybody, to be honest. I think there was this whole
if you wear this to my wedding, you are coming to
So let me tell you something that happened, I think last month. So there was a bride who got married in Kumasi, and she had a beautiful corset dress, and there was a guest who also had a very it wasn't similar styles, it wasn't similar cloth or anything, but she also had like a corset, you know, kente dress, and people were comparing, like, why would you wear something like that? Are you trying to challenge the bride? But I felt like the bride looked like the bride. You could tell that the bride was the bride, and you could tell that she was the guest. It's just that she was also, she also looked good, you know. And she even came out with a statement, and she was like, listen, if you invite me for a wedding, know that I'm going to come and slay, then don't invite me, point blank. And I agree with her. I agree. So I guess can wear it. The bride can wear it as well.
But it is lovely.
This is so nice.
Actually,
with the veil, and you know, instead of using like the usual tiara, you know, she used another head. What is it called? There's a name for it. I can't remember. But anyways, yeah. Oh, this is lovely.
Oh, I love how all the guys are wearing kente. This is so lovely. You have to have money to wear, because this is way expensive than the suits we buy. Honestly.
Because it's handmade.
I know that, and it's good. That's
what
I'm saying, that you have to have money to.
And I love it. Wow, this is so beautiful. This is really lovely. So you see, like, I mean, some of them are also wearing the corset, but you can tell that the bride is the bride. Like the lady next to her, I think she was the
maid of honor.
Yes, she was the maid of honor, and you know, she had the corset top, but you can still see that
this one was here. I think she's the bride.
Really?
If she was, yeah. I mean, what's the difference between what she's wearing and what the bride is wearing?
A lot of things. I don't know. Maybe it's because of me, but I can tell that she's the bride. You know, and I can tell that maybe it's because of the head.
The one who's not wearing
Exactly. So, but yeah, I just love the display of colors, the display of the kente cloth, the rich culture that comes with these weddings nowadays. I mean, they are really representing, the Ashanti weddings are really representing, and this is one of them, you know, a huge wedding. And this is a more traditional way of getting married.
This is really lovely.
which
this
you
is
had
also cool.
you have the beads, you have the Ohemaa, you know, you have the gold, you wrap your head, and then you wrap the cloth around you, and you know they have to like put a lot of things inside of you and then wrap it around you, and
really?
It's heavy. It's very heavy, very, very heavy, but it's beautiful. Very beautiful. But would you want your wife, if you're getting married traditionally, would you want your wife to wear the Ghana traditional outfit? I don't know what is that.
It depends on where she comes from and what she feels comfortable in.
With,
honestly,
yeah.
I am not so.
But what would you prefer, for her to display culture through the traditional way or through the more modernized way?
It's really for us. It's not displaying
this is really nice.
anything really. I think I would do kente. I feel like I'm likely to do kente.
Yeah.
You know, for a wedding, both whether in church or in.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like I'll do that. I mean, we'll slay in a suit. No, don't mess with us. TM Louis straight. Also watching.
Yeah, this is beautiful, and you know, people used to say that even with the traditional outfits, there's a modern version of it, and I think this is a modern version of the traditional outfit, which is you don't wrap your head, you still wear your wig and you know all of that, you still wear your makeup, and yes, and even with all the beads, there's a word that they have, is it atufo or whatever it's called, I don't know, but there's a word for it where you really fill in the inner outfit. So you put like fake bombs and everything. Oh, like the way the Ghana yes, and then you wrap, you know, just to give you a bit of shape. So I would say that this is a more modern version of the traditional outfits, which I love. Wow. Yes, and this is what we saw in the early. In the early 2000s, exactly.
Yeah, they started wearing these.
Yeah, so this was like this kind of style was very popular in like 2010, 2011, and 2012. Before the corset came in, this was what was reigning, literally. So yeah, you know, with the beats. So it got to a point where people used beats to basically garnish the outfits, and yeah. I love it. Colorful. This is so nice. Lovely. I absolutely love this. And I love the fact that everybody, you know, I think when I'm going to have my traditional wedding, I'll make sure to tell everybody, please wear kente when you're coming, because I want to have like a drone shot of everybody sitting down in their kente, displaying our rich culture. Yes, please start serving, because you will wear Obe Frantoma. Obe Fra kente. Heavy. Yes. Nice. So yeah, this is also very. Is this kente too? Yes, this is kente. Oh. This is kente.
But it's not so colorful. It's not
so now you have so many different types of kente. You have kente without the patterns and kente with the patterns. What people used to do is that, or usually do, they add both. So they add the ones without the pattern and then the ones with the pattern, and they, you know, they create beautiful outfits with that. But yeah, this is really nice. I
Wear Ghana to go Ghana.
Yes, I love this. I love this. This is beautiful. This is exactly the beats and everything.
And this handmade, isn't it?
Yeah. So yes, this is
very on my brown, looking like an Ashanti queen.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Absolutely. The traditional version. But anyways, guys, let us know, what would you do on your wedding day? Would you want your partner to wear a more modernized outfit or a more traditional outfit? And ladies out there, would you wear a more modernized kente outfit or a traditional kente outfit with the gold beads and everything, Ohemaa and all of that? Let us know. Send your thoughts and comments to our WhatsApp number 0550-331-511, or you can tweet at us on YouTube not on YouTube, on Twitter at MX24GH. But we're going to wrap up this conversation with a song by Kel Songs featuring Sarkodie. Enjoy. It's Kel Songs. Crazy baby, 'cause I give you my heart and my body. Whenever you need love, call me. I will give it to you 6 in the morning. I'll be your hobby. I will do anything for the body. So I love you, that oh, baby, baby. My sweet potato. Adore you, wine for me, baby. Ohemaa Doritos. Answer to me, come and you ready, yes. Jennifer Lomode. Me nam kwanso ameba why you ready there.
Ahomachi munya wuti didi mu na mabre ena na dripa na nya wodie. Enche medu na finso si meja so. Tutumpuma nim no bia beti yanka. Fada de lumba nyumbi si so bo me sumya kasa na me nu mie no fembu ye. Inti na me do we yo. O ma men kasa kra ne we bu ne ni otemase. Bibia na wo hyedem wo mpa keka keka. Anka mentesa na so me bura na me dwaman ne ba. Ahomachi ye da wo so. Yeah.
Crazy baby, 'cause I give you my heart and my body. Whenever you need love, call me. I will give it to you 6 in the morning. I'll be your hobby. I will do anything for the body. So I love ya, dead, oh baby, baby. My sweet potato, hey. Adore you, wine for me, baby. Ohemaa Doritos. Answer to me, come and you made ya, yes. Oh yeah. Girl, your power, they connect me. A beauty like a bunch of roses. She say, I be too skillful and I'm messy. You don't know, say you bust up my brain, no.
Jennifer Jame ho amedi mi suja. Ebi mpete famo na munye bia soso. Nye menya ne kane munye ni papa wombo me nkomo woti TV ho da na toto. Kobodi papa hwene da ne sisi. Konfa no chi de dwaman na boni dua. Anadwo de so mo se wodo obedi di bra me mabo mpemu ahosepe ne gya won kwa ho hia. Wompewe na wopede wope kaya moto. Onim de makoma pe oba ni de madeyo. Kame mame nine get the trimity se ni kenika. Nya wo ye mi fie ho de me say that me will be can.
Kewa bo mi piano.
Highly spiritual.
This is where all the fun is. This is MX24 TV, but most importantly, this is the AM Club, where we are live at our Silicon Square studio in East Legon, Accra. Having so much fun. About to wrap up Wednesday edition, but we can't do it without hosting our one and only guest, Mr. Kel Songs. Please give it up. Woo! Please cue in that excitement.
I know, right? Push. But anyways, Kel Songs, welcome. So one thing that Godwin and I mentioned when he came in studio was that, you know, he's actually super handsome. So girls,
in person,
I don't know if you're married or if you have a if you have a girlfriend. But I'm just saying that girlfriend, if you have a girlfriend is lucky because you're very handsome. He has a really nice smile as well. So do your things, okay? But anyways, welcome on the AM Club. And one thing that I will say is that you're officially an AM Club member. It comes with a lot of benefits. So I'll let you know.
What's the benefit?
I will let you know after the show. I don't want my viewers to know, so I'll let you know after the show.
Your card, you see.
I know, right? But welcome. And today we want to talk about you, talk about your musical journey, where it all started and where it's now. So let me first ask you, why music? Because you're a musician, you're a performer, you're a songwriter. Why music in general, and why not maybe a doctor? Because what's a doctor?
I mean, you know, music because it's in my blood. I grew up wanting to do music, and I'm blessed to have God give me the gift to do music. So I said, okay, that's where I can actually speak because I'm not very like an outspoken person. So, you know, music gives me the chance to express myself very well. So I felt like, oh, Charlie, then that's why this is where I have to be. So, and then we're here to, you know, share love and make people happy. I mean, so that's why I chose music. I want to make people happy.
I love it.
I want to make you happy.
Thank you.
Nice.
We were jamming to, you know, some songs before you even came in studio. But my question also is, when did music start for you professionally? I mean, you said that music has been in your blood. It's something that you've always wanted to do. But when did you say that, you know what, okay, let me invest time, money, and sweat into this craft to grow it?
I think in the year 2012.
2012, okay.
Yeah, in 2012, I think I started from church, Lighthouse. I was a chorister.
Beloved,
Oh, okay.
Beloved, your very own.
Yeah, so I started from Lighthouse in 2012, and then that was after senior high school.
Okay.
And then from then to 2013, I went to Vodafone Icons.
Oh,
Yes.
yes,
And then I
yes,
came
yes.
the first runner for
Yes,
Vodafone Icons.
yes.
So I would say like 2013. That's where it actually started for me professionally, and then I joined the band as well.
Okay.
And I was playing till I came to Hitmaker, and then that was
Quick
it.
one.
Wow.
When you joined Vodafone Icons, what was it like with church, balancing church?
I was even just about to say that.
Being on
Why
a
not
platform
gospel?
like that? Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't easy, but I
yeah.
mean, we have the perception like, boy, you say, you get me. But I mean, I love the church because that's where I started.
Yeah.
So I didn't really hear I wasn't listening to what people were saying about me. You understand? Because I was much more focused on where I want to get to.
Yeah.
Because I know that people will actually definitely say things about me. So I wasn't really
good
bothered.
or bad, they will say it.
Yes,
but
anything,
would you say that the journey has been worth it?
Yeah, it has been worth it, because if not for this, I wouldn't be here sitting here with
Of course.
big man and the big
Oh,
woman.
yeah.
I mean, so.
But okay,
it
so
has been
let's
great.
talk about some of the challenges. I mean, you mentioned, coming from the church, obviously people having different perceptions, about people who sing secular music and all of that. But how challenging has it been for you so far? Or you'd say that it's been a smooth journey for you?
I mean, for where I am right now, I'm at Grace Aflame Chapel.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the music director as of now.
Oh, okay. So you're still at the
church boy.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still at the church.
Wow,
I mean,
amazing.
for me, my pastor and the head, they don't have a problem. But people,
Yeah, why
would
is
have-
this guy? Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes it's me when you cry, beat me show in pro. It means, hey boy, we're not alcohol clubs. You see how But I mean, we just want to do it for God. It's between me and God, and this
absolutely.
is work. So I mean, when
So-
it's work, we do it. When it's for God, also.
So you say these are some of the challenges that you face so far in your career.
Can I put him on the spot?
Okay.
Give me, since you're choir director, right?
Yeah.
Give me 2 lines in one of your favorite gospel songs.
Okay. Me free my comment.
Okay.
Shania waya SSM dawasi o wonsanwe chuma yemi wamwa inti SSM dawasi o.
Let's be honest.
So wait, you're hiding this voice behind. Dun, 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 dun.
God is watching you.
This voice is amazing. You have vocals. I mean, you can sing. But then, okay, so why not even R&B? Like, why not even, maybe slow jam or something like that? Because me, I'll listen to it. So your voice is amazing.
Very nice.
Thank you so much.
So why Afrobeat?
Yeah, because that's where we have
where
to
the heart
go.
is.
That's where the people's hearts.
I'm a businessman. So
Exactly.
I have to.
Brother to brother. I'm also a church boy. So with this voice and being a choir director, the girls don't worry you.
Oh, no. We do it for God.
We do it for God.
You see, look at where he has even diverted the questions
I want to be
to.
controversial. I'll say we do it for God. Okay.
Hallelujah.
We do it for God.
Amen. But no, you have an amazing voice, and like I said, you would fit in any genre really. With that kind of voice. And right now you're singing R&B. Afrobeat, high life Afrobeats. And I feel like you be a great R&B singer also with that kind of voice. But then let's also talk about some of your new projects coming up. I mean, you've featured personalities such as Sarkodie, Medical, and all of that. So tell us a bit more about some of your new projects coming up and some of the old ones that you've done in the past as well.
Okay, so let's talk about the old ones. I mean, I've had the opportunity to do 2 songs with Sarkodie, which is Whistle and then Jennifer Unity. And may her soul rest in perfect peace. Ebony, I had the opportunity to do a song with her also, and then who else? Medical. Yes. Charlie Big House, MDK, wherever you did, Charlie bless up. I had the opportunity. It was great, and then I think the last one I did was My Baby, but there's a
Yes.
new one coming that everyone should expect. You know,
We're
it's gonna be
excited.
crazy.
Hopefully, when it comes out, you know, we at the
Bring
AM
it here
Club,
first.
We'll spoil the.
you come here and spoil it first. You know,
yeah, of course,
the
of course, of
exclusivity.
course.
You know, it has to be here first.
Of
though.
course.
Thank
No,
you,
yeah,
thank
okay.
you, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
But okay, cool. So now let's talk about your new song, My Baby.
Baby?
Yeah.
Yes. What went into it, and what
How's it
inspired the song as well?
I mean, I was coming from jogging one day, and then you know, I saw some nice creation of God. The light just popped up like that. I was like, oh, what, this one is a sweet temptation. So I had that was the first word that came into my
your
mind.
head,
Oh, Charlie, this
yeah.
one, yeah, it'd be sweet temptation. And then when I got home, I started writing it down, and then I got into the studio with Eddie K. Big ups Eddie K. And then okay, yeah, there's a story behind it.
Please, let's hear it.
Lest I forget. Okay, so after I put the stuffs down, I called my boss, Kwamna. He's a godfather to me. So I went to his house, and then he said, okay, we started singing, and then he said, okay, put this one here, put this one there. And then that's how I got My Baby. So big ups to Bra Kwamna.
Yes,
You know,
amazing guy.
He helped me write My Baby.
Yes.
So big ups to you, big man.
Absolutely
And so that's why
amazing.
how My Baby came out.
Yeah. Okay, but we have the video right here for you, so let's watch it.
Yeah, Charlie.
Oh, sound.